Imagine living like a billionaire, surrounded by limitless luxury, while legally earning exactly $0, no wage and no profit. To understand how this works, look at the core blind spot of our tax system. The rules are designed to target distinct financial events. The system wants to see a clear transaction, a paycheck hitting a bank account, a business being sold, or a stock paying a dividend. A nurse's salary is an event, so it gets taxed before they even see it. But true wealth consists of paper gains on unsold assets, like property or shares, that steadily rise in value year after year. The tax code is designed to ignore these gains, as long as they aren't sold. This leaves the largest fortunes in a legal blind spot, functioning exactly as the rules were written. Look at this graph. A £50 million stake climbs to a £2 billion peak. Cashing out triggers nearly $470 million in tax. So you don't sell. Instead, you borrow against those shares, taking out $30 million a year to live on. Banks are thrilled to set this up. They offer incredibly low interest rates that regular people never see, because a massive, growing company's stake is a rock-solid piece of collateral. Under current law, borrowed money is classified as debt. It is not income. This makes the millions used to fund your lifestyle entirely untaxed. You can keep this up for 20 years. You fund the houses, the private jets, and the lifestyle using bank loans, while your underlying shares continue climbing to, say, £3 billion. The founder spends a lifetime living like royalty on borrowed cash without ever triggering a single taxable event. Eventually, the founder dies, and that leaves a massive pool of accumulated bank loans that still need to be paid back. This chart highlights the capital gains uplift on death. When the founder dies, the original £50 million baseline vanishes. A new cost floor snaps to the £3 billion mark. The heirs then sell enough shares to clear the accumulated bank debt. Because the cost basis was just reset to exactly £3 billion, the sale shows zero legal profit. This eliminates the capital gains tax entirely. The nearly £3 billion of growth that funded a lifetime of luxury was legally forgiven and erased by a single rule. While Britain has a 40% inheritance tax, the wealthiest estates use institutional tools like business property relief to drop that effective rate toward 20% or bypass it entirely through trusts. Economist William Nordhaus found that true innovators keep only about 2% of the value they create for society. Most of the benefit reaches the public as better or cheaper goods. Some fortunes are built differently, through killer acquisitions. This is when a dominant firm buys a promising startup, specifically to cancel its projects and bury a product that would have competed with their own. This cycle is backed by data. A study by Gillens and Page analyzed 1,800 policy questions, finding that when the public and elites clash, the system consistently follows the money. Wealth buys the lobbying that secures the rules needed to protect that wealth. This continuous loop is the real subject here. The ability to avoid taxes and dominate markets is the evidence of concentrated power successfully insulating itself from the rules everyone else follows. When people hear how this machine operates, the immediate public demand is usually to pass an annual tax on total wealth. But we have decades of data on how that plays out. Across Europe, annual taxes on standing wealth have largely been tested, proven to have failed, and completely abandoned. They consistently break on two fatal flaws. It is difficult to accurately price private assets year after year, and capital is highly mobile. Attempting to squeeze cash out of an unsold pile of wealth forces owners to move assets away. These failures suggest that the most effective reforms should target specific financial events rather than the total amount of money someone holds. The most workable solutions break the machine by triggering tax at the moment cash is accessed. Closing the death reset loophole ensures that accumulated gains are taxed when they pass to heirs. This is already common practice in Canada. Another fix targets the borrowing step. The law could be rewritten so that taking out a massive loan against a risen asset is treated as a taxable event, just like a regular paycheck. The machine operates according to specific rules. Because those rules are written by choice, a single line in a budget can shut the whole thing down.